Kendra, thank you. Some big developments in the 2020 election. Historic numbers of absentee ballots requested across the country during the pandemic. North Carolina became the first state to begin voting in the 2020 presidential election today. And we were there at the Buncombe County Elections Office as the first batches were sent out. More than 618,000 absentee requests already submitted across the state. Fox Carolina's Matt Kaufax spoke with Buncombe County elections officials about what they're seeing and how you can vote absentee.
One by one, volunteers in Buncombe County assembled each piece of thousands of absentee voter kits today before being dropped into mail bins across the region.
We switched our operations over here to this large building where we can fit 20 volunteers plus our staff.
Corinne Duncan, elections director for the county, says their operation started with just 3 people in a tiny boardroom before they stepped up considerably.
These are the largest numbers we've ever seen.
Volunteers processed 5,093 ballots today, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Duncan says in 2016 they got over 7,000 absentee requests, but with 2 months to go in 2020, they've already received 30,000.
We do anticipate that number rising. We have a portal now that the state board has put up where you can request your ballot online.
Absentee voting by mail has become a hot button issue in 2020, with many, including the president, sounding the alarm about voter fraud.
It's very, very rare. It's nearly non-existent because of all the checks that we have. When that person votes, it gets marked in our system so that they can't vote again somewhere else.
And what about the post office? With fears that cutting funding has made things slower, Duncan says that could affect your ballot.
The post office advises sending it in a week early. We recommend 2 weeks before the election to make sure that it gets to us on time and processed.
With all eyes on the first state to take on never-before-seen mail-in voting, Duncan says they're built for this moment.
We have ramped up very quickly and seem to be doing great.
And as volunteers total the number of absentee ballots they have sent out today, Duncan says the rest is on you, the voter. You can do one of 3 things as soon as you get your absentee ballot. Put it back in the mail, take it to the elections office, or to an early voting location. In Asheville tonight, Matt Kaufax, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.